What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Uh, That's how I start all my videos. I like that word. It gives me time to think. It's a nice word. Uh, eh, mm, eh. They're all good words in my dictionary. So, Steam Summer Sale. We're reaching the end here. We had such a good year. I thought I'd go a little overboard. Uh, Kind of broke the bank here with this game. It's a big $18 game. I tried to hit games that seemed underrated a lot. I don't know. After playing like Soldiers and having such a good time so far with that game, uh, it's actually kind of fun to get these underrated games, and to you sometimes they feel like an 8, a 9, or a 10 out of 10 game, and it's like it's fun when you can get that much value out of something that other people think is dog shit. I think. So I seen this Kogan, is it Kogan? Game get speed ran at the SGDQ and the SGDQ. Speed games done quick. Speed runs done quick. What is it? Speed run game. I don't even know what it stands for actually. Shows how much of a. I used to watch more in like the first 2 years. But I always like want to get back into speedrunning, you know what I mean? I don't know why. I really need to speedrun like a game like this, Mario, a Zelda game, like two Zelda games, like an old one like Ocarina of Time and then like a newer one. No, I don't mean that. I mean three Zelda games. I mean like a 2D one, like Link to the Past or Oracle of Seasons or something. Or even the Link to the Past remake. I would probably do that one after those two games. The older ones are for me are better, but you never know. Also, that game's like one of Nintendo has like this market of games that are only available. They're like obsessed with keeping it like a market of games that are pretty much only available on their old consoles, used now and shit. They ain't never gonna change that. But this Kogan game looked really fun to speedrun, almost like Mega Man X or Mega Man Zero. I don't know, but with like a cool rewind mechanic and some other stuff going on. You can like stack damage by sacrificing your rewinds too, so that like adds like a cool skill depth to the speedrunning. I think I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I got out of what I watched. Maybe not stack damage, but get extra damage by taking risks and stuff. Seemed like a fun game. It definitely has like that weeby girl or yeah, girly boy, anime loving boy vibe. But you know what I mean. It still looks like a nice pixel art. It's not like goofy, poorly drawn characters or something. You know what I mean? To me, it looked like a 8 or a 9 out of 10 Mega Man style game for me. You know, but who knows? We'll see when I play it. It might change. But I seen it was only mostly positive, and I seen how cool it was to get speedrun, and I wanted it before that. I think I watched some of the early trailers of it last year or something. I don't remember. So I got that game, and the heck else did I get? I got my list is so big here. I don't know what I got, and I got this one for the Weeby vibes. I didn't even like. I don't even want to look at the trailer. Like the trailer might turn me off. Like the combat might like be slow and clunky looking. I don't know. I just want to give it a shot because it looks like it's made by people who were inspired by Momodora or something, or maybe another game similar like Rabby Ribby and Momodora and Cat Maze, and then that's how they. I'm not saying they were for sure, but it looks like it's up the alley of those games. Like they're going for that style of game. So, and I like those games. They're like whimsical. Alwa's Legacy and Alwa's Awakening are a little bit like that too. The Witch and the 66 Mushrooms is a little bit like that. Sort of magical, a little bit girly, but you know what I mean. That's at the end of the day. Okay, maybe that's totally what I'm playing it for, but come on, man. Look at these girls. That's pretty much what it comes down. You like spend hours and hours trying to explain like why this game is cool and what's the actual appeal, and then you just end up saying, "Yeah, it's pretty much the girls on the picture." No, but for real, you don't see that many Metroidvanias like this. People just always happen to go for the good design choice of also making these cute anime girls. You bastards. If your game doesn't have an anime girl on the box art, I don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Preferably somewhat boobed anime girl. Oh my god, I didn't even look at the gameplay. That looks like it might even be quite a bit more fun than Moment. Why does it look like she's slapping him with a leaf like it's Momodora? I think she's punching or something. These guys said, "You guys ain't making no Momodoras. I'm making a Momodora." You know, some shit like that. This game might be surprisingly fun. I didn't think I was gonna like Momodora after the first little bit, and then I started slapping some giant woman titties, and I was like, "This might be a nice little game." It was a little on the short side, but it was also super on the cheap side. I think I got it for like $3 or something. $3 for how long did I play Momodora? Played it for 6.1 hours. Got it for like $3 or something. Maybe at the most $5, but I think it was 3. How much does this game cost? Okay, maybe I'm completely fucking lying. Probably bought it at full price. Oh, what the hell? How did I get here? I did something weird, bro. How much is this? Yeah, I thought I got it for some. I probably got it for that price or something. $5. But I don't know. When I played it, it just seemed like the next evolution of the Metroidvania genre. And I got to it pretty late. Played it in some year. I don't remember when I played it. Played it recently, and it's like 4 or 5 years old when I played it. The only thing I feel like with a lot of these games is you get all these cool powers and you start like enjoying your character's progress. And then apart from like a couple last boss fights and a one last area, that's all you use the last powers on. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just you get attached to the game and it's like you just want there to be a section where you get to play with the character's full potential a little bit more sometimes. I think Metroid does that a little bit too. Yeah, like Metroid Zero Mission, like that game could be fucking sick, but the part with Samus being in a Zero suit is like super short, and she doesn't like upgrade her powers. You could literally make $1 billion off of fucking making another 2D Metroid like that, bump up the art, but make it 2D. And I don't care. It's got to be 2D. You know what I mean? Animated like the old shit. And then you you make like Zero Mission basically, or a sequel or a prequel or something, or a spin-off. And you literally play a whole section of the game and get her fucking suit all upgraded and shit, and you play through like a whole game basically. What could seem like a whole pass as a whole, almost a whole like retro Vania Metroidvania game. And then she loses that damn suit again, but they go up more all in and round out, and that's actually the whole game. You know what I mean? Like that, gaining that first like what 4 to 6 hour campaign. That's like literally just the beginning, and there's actually like a 20 hour 20-ish, maybe 10 to 20-ish at least 10, right? You want a game with some bite to it. And then she gets like the she has to beat Ridley, and he's like the first boss with first big boss with the Zero suit, right? Don't you? I don't remember if you might get your suit back. I can't remember the end of I only played to the end of that game once. I played through like the beginning of it a bunch of times as a kid. But imagine that. And it has like a bigger world that is you getting these powers as the Zero suit, and then maybe you also get the suit back, and you like have to use both. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I don't know how far they would go with it. Fucking add RPG elements. You know what I mean? Game gets completed in what, like 16 to like 25 hours or something. Some optional bosses, maybe optional secret areas. I feel like they never really do that well with secret areas. They're usually like really short, just for a little power up. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just not that impressed by Metroidvanias. Like, I feel like I could imagine people doing better things. Like a moving fucking world, bigger worlds. More, you know what I mean? More focus on big combat elements, like games like Hollow Knight, and Bloodstained even has some of that. Agelos, that game is cheap and really good, and the combat variety is like really good in it. The bosses are different and interesting like every time. They always threw me off, like I didn't know what I was running into. Even a game like Castle in the Darkness, with like its more simpler, more retro style, still does really well by having this like haunting world where you're like forced to try to make it to the next save point. Otherwise, you could lose like a bunch of hard progress with platforming and stuff, and it just made the game like feel a certain type of way. I'd like a sequel to the original style of Castle in the Darkness, and I want to see what that new Castle in the Darkness is going to be like. It looks like it's going to be one of my favorite Metroidvanias just by glancing at it. I don't know if it has a Steam page. I don't. Can't remember. For me, this is another one of those underrated fucking games. I don't feel like looking up. It's cool though. It kind of looks like this, except like the next step of pixel graphics and animations, and then the combat looks like it's got some more mechanics. Like I think it has rolling and blocking and stuff. I just hope that game, it just feels like the next step up from this game. That's what I'm hoping. Like, it doesn't feel like a completely different thing, maybe. Because I'm talking specifically about the hard platforming areas in this game and the areas where, like, you're really afraid to lose progress, like the Dark Souls sort of areas. For this game seeming simple on the surface, I really liked how a lot of the bosses were and stuff. I still want to go back and 100% this game because it seems like it has a lot of variation in the endings of the game you can get. But I look how cheap that game is, and that's still like one of my favorite games. And it was only mostly positive reviewed. Like for me, this was like a 9. Like when I play this game, how much fun I'm having. I had like a 9.5 out of 10. This game was fun. That's what I would say. You know what I mean? But according to, if you look at the ratio here, it's you'd think that the game is like what? You know, like a 7 out of 10 kind of game. I guess that's different for everybody though, but depends, you know. For someone who's like me and I love being like a lifelong platformer Metroidvania player, I don't know. It's the perfect kind of game for me. Difficult and rewarding and so many cool secrets. It's cool secret areas even. Things that other Metroidvanias don't really even do like Metroid for example or Castlevania. It's usually not much to the secret areas and I don't know. I think Silksong, like, I know it's generic as fuck to say that, right? But I think Silksong is going to be, like, one of the best Metroidvanias of all time. I think it's going to be Hollow Knight, Silksong, Bloodstained, Agelos. What else? Metroid Fusion. I'd put Zero Mission in there if the game was actually good and had actual content. Games back then didn't really have that much content. It was like whatever the fuck they could pump out year to year. And then for some reason, even though it should be easy for them to produce for those games, they won't make anything. It just seems like they don't believe in their old core fans and they just like keep wanting to make, like, they're obsessed with the billions instead of the millions that they had or some shit, you know what I mean? And then by doing so, the billions don't like the generic content they produce for them, and the millions are upset that they ruined their old franchises and never made anything for them ever again. Like, come on, Mario Odyssey, is that a fucking joke? That should be the spin-off game of Mario 64 Switch 2 or some shit. I don't know. What do you want to make? Make fucking Sunshine 2. Like, I'll play Sunshine 2 all day. Give me 240 stars. Sunshine 2, wrapping Mario Galaxy 2 as like a little throw-in, and I'd pay like fucking $75 premium for that. You know what I mean? Like, come the fuck on, Nintendo. Why the fuck do you suck so much at making your own fucking games? I could produce your shit from my house better than you guys, your whole fucking team. Fucking idiots. Like, holy shit. Says every Nintendo fan on the internet ever, pretty much, in the back of our brains. No, that Kirby game looks pretty good. I'll give him that game. It does look pretty fun. I do want to play that game. I'm not saying Mario Odyssey is bad, but you know, I'm a kid who grew up in the 64, and I had like a billion fucking games that were fucking sick. You know what I mean? Like Mischief Makers, Donkey Kong 64, Banjo Kazooie, Super Mario 64, Smash Bros. All for like the first time. And you're talking about Zelda, and you're talking about a sequel to Zelda. All on that one system, you know what I mean? And now you get a bad main Mario game, and that's all you get for like 7 years. Like, oh my god, trash. You get a bad main Mario game, and you get re-release of the same Mario sports games, basically. brought into the modern age. And you can pay $50 for them if you want. I don't know. That just seems like trash deal to me, bro. Us real gamers, we loved Mario 64, bro. Technical fucking masterpiece. Super fun to play to this day. One of the best games ever to speedrun. Like, come on. You know what I mean? And Sunshine was actually a good game and had, in some areas, I enjoyed things more in that. Like the fucking, just that. We want to go back into the world and have it feel like a lot of those mechanics again, you know what I mean? Now they got these like floaty, childlike garbage jumps that aren't technical and they don't really have any much challenge to the levels. You're just like, you could like, if you're an adult, you could literally like casually hold forward through every level and never get hit once if you really wanted to, you know what I mean? Like it's so simple and easy. I'm not saying there. I think the speed runs for that game actually look pretty interesting from the cool shit you could do with that. I'll give it that. You know, I didn't say it was a complete trash game. I'm just saying that being like the only Mario game that we, and what was the last one we got that was actually decent? Mario Galaxy 2. When did that even come out? Mario Galaxy 2. And these games like are plagued by having to use that fucking damn Wiimote. I want to use that fucking Wiimote, bro. I mean, it's pretty fun, but it's like, at least I got a Wii U though. That's the one thing the Wii U is good for. Playing the couple of titles that the Wii had that were good. I don't even know if the Wii had an HDMI cord. Like, that's the reason I don't play Wii games is because I don't have, you know what I mean? I don't want to do all that. Sure, I could probably buy some crazy adapter and stuff. The Wii was the system I played like the least of in my entire life. I don't even know how old Mario Galaxy 2 is. Like, is it 2009? Is it 2014? I have no fucking clue, bro. 2010. I had no clue. So basically, when did Mario Odyssey come out? Like 2017? I have no fucking clue when that game came out. I didn't get the Switch right away. I was like boycotting Nintendo. They eventually won me over with that damn Smash Bros. Game. That damn slow paced, like awkward air dodge, fucking no wave dash having fucking Smash Bros. Game. Slow movement ass, fucking input lag ass game. Fucking Nintendo, bro. You could sit there and sulk over those greedy old bastards all day. For real, though. Just wishing there was a Zero Mission 2. Metroid Zero Mission 2. Come on. Metroid Zero Mission 2. Where's it at? Why did they stop making games, bro? I loved them games, bro. God damn it. You can literally spend your whole lifetime wondering why people do shit, I guess. The hell was I doing? Oh, I was gonna play Guilty Gear Strive, and I was talking about the Steam Summer Sale. I got completely sidetracked on Nintendo because they're pissing me off. And I got this game too. We'll see. I'm hoping it's not a dud. It's got pretty good reviews. And then the price was really, really cheap. Yeah, it was even cheaper than I thought. 89%. Good, real good price. The combat didn't look bad from the short amount I watched of it. Different kind of art style. Doesn't look too bad for $1 though. It's not my favorite art style I ever seen, but the animations look pretty good, so it doesn't come off as so cheesy. Look at that enemy, like that's kind of a crazy. He looks a little goofy, but I mean, it looks pretty unique too. It doesn't like look bad. Seemed like some smooth and fast combat to learn. Even with like some combos built in with some stuff too, almost like a fighting game. It's like these cool robot looking super demon god bosses and like, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't even look at that. That looks pretty fun to execute. I don't know, man. Looks like a good dollar. Looks like a good dollar game to me, bro. That actually looked better than I thought it did. Someone said to get that instead of Kogan because Kogan was too expensive. I'm like, sometimes I'm at the point where I don't even care if I don't play the game until it goes on sale. You know what I mean? Like, for a good price. I'm buying it just because I like the game and I'll play it one day because the developer impressed me at some fucking point. You know what I mean? I was won over at some. They got me. Just like DNF Duel. You know what I mean? That's what I was going to talk about in this video for a little bit. And then I'm going to play some of the Strive. I'm going to catch some of the Strive. So DNF Duel, like, I've never been so torn on buying a game, you know what I mean? I think it's just people talk about, like, how there's a guard button you can just hold and the, like, simplified mechanics. The fact that every character has, like, crazy full screen bullshit. The lack of mobility and defensive options that they talk about. But at the end of the day, aren't all fighting games just mashing buttons at a none? But yeah, they are. But I don't know. When I see that Swiftmaster fucking floating people on a bunch of orbs and pissing people off by like infiniting them in the air, I'm like, that's pretty sick. It's cool when it doesn't look free though. Like when they actually have to work for it. They're like flying all over the place, dropping these orbs and punching the person. That's just pretty crazy. You know, and it might not have air dashing, but to me it looks like some of the characters are fast and can do some crazy shit on the screen, and some of them are slower. That's just how it is, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, if everyone was Potemkin on Guilty Gear, nobody would fucking like Guilty Gear, you know what I mean? I mean, if you want to go fast and do some crazy shit, be Swiftmaster, you know? If you want to be slow and tanky and defensive and look for one big opening, be Crusader, you know what I mean? If you want to be rush down, aggressive, risky, be Berserker, you know what I mean? To me, that's what it looks like. Like, and it looks like they executed the differences in, like, the character archetypes pretty good. Maybe there's a few too many people with, like, long range shit, so people are getting pissed off about that, and that, I don't know. I'm probably gonna buy that game at some point. Like, I'm just gonna break down and be like, all right, I seen too many Swift Masters holding people up in the air with orbs, and I want to join in. And I mean, like, it'd be one thing if there was like hella other fighting games to play right now. Like, oh, there's a new Smash Bros this year, and there's actually a new Guilty Gear Strive expansion pack that's coming out, and what else they got coming out in 2022? The big year, 2022, the biggest year of our lives, the year that's currently going on right now. What else are these amazing developers making? Yeah, we got new Mortal Kombat, we got a new Soul Calibur, we got a new Tekken, we got a new. The Nintendo finally embraced the Smash Bros. Modding community, and they made sweet love and made a game together. Project M Ultimate Switch Edition, with or without wave dashing, for you casual kids who need the new school Brawl era feel garbage. When people say Brawl is their favorite Smash Bros. Game, I'm just like, bleh. That is ridiculous. You know what I mean? At least pick Ultimate if you're not gonna pick Melee or like Project M. At least pick Ultimate. Fucking Brawl? What? Ultimate's at least got some tech and some cool stuff. Brawl is like the floatiest. I mean, yeah, if you want to play casual for a little while, cool. But if you're like trying to be an actual Smash Bros. Fan and you're putting lots of hours into it, who the fuck plays Brawl? They don't actually put a lot of hours into it. Those are just people who'd never play Smash Bros. I just remember liking Subspace Emissary and making love to Kirby's sweet puffball. Like, I don't know what they're fucking on about. Like, I seen a guy who was like desperately vouching for Brawl in the chat yesterday, and I was like, what the fuck? These people exist? They're like still desperately vouching for like the Smash Bros. I hated the most growing up. Loved 64, loved Melee. Didn't even know how to do the cool stuff in Melee for years either. Still loved it as a kid. And then guess what? Brawl came out. Fucking hated it. Trash. I was so bad that I didn't even try Smash 4 because of that game. I played Smash 4 at somebody's house like once or something. Rented the game and put it in and then took it out. Never played it. And that's coming from a kid who like grew up with Smash Bros. You know what I mean? Like, that was the game as a kid. Smash Bros. Smash Melee. That's what we played, you know? Shit was fire. Still fire. Why can't they make fire again? You know what I mean? I don't care what you say, Ultimate. I love the game as much as the next guy, but that shit ain't fire, bro, and that shit don't slap. You know what game does slap? Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Xrd. All of the Guilty Gears are pretty damn slappy. Even the first one with the jank ass crazy infinite shit is pretty slappy. Even Street Fighter, I feel like, slaps harder than fucking Ultimate. I mean, if you got a group of buddies and you're all doing sweaty 1v1s and switching off, and you had that type of group, okay, Ultimate's probably pretty fun. But if you're like playing group games and hitting the fucking smash ball, like, I don't know what the fuck you brawl heads are still trying to hit the smash ball, but get that shit out the game. You don't need, you do that like once in a while as like a joke match after you're bored of 1v1 and your buddy for the 10,000th time. Then you put the smash ball on and fuck around with it for fun. That's how you use the smash ball. You know what I mean? Putting that shit in every fucking match, putting a bunch of items. I don't know what the fuck those people... That's not fun to me, you know what I mean? I like doing it as much as the next person, but I don't feel like... Like, if you really want to play the game a lot and you really want to be a crazy fan of it, you know what I mean? Once you spend your time labbing, spend your time doing sweaty 1v1s and like learning, having, watching friends do it as well and stuff like that, practicing matchups and things, you know what I mean? I just feel like that route leads to a lot more hours on the game. Like, I'm talking like 10 times the amount of hours, you know what I mean? That's why pros are pros type of hours. You know, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with playing it as a party game. Like, I'm happy when people play it as a party game. I think it's fun to watch, too. I'm just saying. To have that be the major way you play a game that essentially boils down to a one-on-one fighter, right? Even games with friends generally lead to like a one-on-one fight, right? Who's the best at the one-on-one? I don't know. That's just how I see it. But I could talk about that crap all day. DNF Duel, I don't know. Might get it soon. Might break down and get it soon. Because I don't have enough content on my Strive, or I might make it to Framemakers, and then I'll save DNF Duel for later this year. We'll see. But just expect that game on the channel, and I'll probably go hard for at least like 30 hours worth of videos. Even if I somehow don't like the game at all, I'll probably at least put in 20 to 30 hours, you know what I mean? So that should be even at the worst case scenario, be a pretty decent video or collection of videos for the channel. Maybe it's good that I like make good on everything I just bought, though, you know what I mean? Like, I want to go overboard, but I already did kind of go overboard, and there's no way I'm finishing half of these games before Framemakers comes out in August, and there's no way, after grinding Framemakers for a whole month, that I'm not going to want DNF Duel or something new in September. Good thing there's so many. The good thing about loving multiple genres of indie games is that, especially these days, is there are good games that come out like every fucking month now. You know what I mean? Like literally every month. Like, what did I just get? I got Throw Penguin. I desperately crave DNF Duel. Like, I wish I could start it up right now. I just don't want to drop the $50 quite yet. Kind of want to delay it so it's like can get paid off later on credit. You know what I mean? So I don't have to worry about it. And then it's like, I like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. It's a pretty steep price they're asking for all those other characters. And then wasn't this game like a 2018 game or something? They're asking for quite a pretty penny for the rest of those characters. And I like the game, so I want the characters, you know what I mean? But it isn't exactly feel the way like a Guilty Gear does. Mostly when I like a lot of these fighting games, mostly when I'm playing them, the only thing I feel like is I just wish the input was more technical, you know what I mean? Like, that's what's fun about it for me, but they have like this desperate need to make everything accessible. Easily accessible, you know what I mean? Like the difference between Melee and Ultimate, or even like Melee and Vanilla Brawl. I mean, you could play Melee fun at a casual level, and you could play Melee super hard and technical with like crazy inputs per second and complicated pressure and crazy wave dashing and cool tech, and you know what I mean? Just all these things. And then in some other games, you just like pressing a skill button, like in DNF Duel and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Like, you could be doing all these complicated inputs into beating your opponent, or you could just press the skill button over and over. You know what I mean? Just press the skill, guard, wait until I can attack and put some pressure on, back up, press the skill button, shoot a projectile, guard. You know what I mean? Like, somehow that, a lot of times that can beat out like somebody who's actually like doing some crazy combos or doing some crazy technical execution, and that's kind of the whack part. I just feel like the supers should be harder to do, the specials should be harder to do, you know what I mean? Even like some normals should have some technical execution. Like, target combos shouldn't be so free just pressing a sequence of buttons. You used to have to like double press something, you know what I mean? Like, to do this target combo that's only a 2 to 3 hit target combo or something, you have to press light punch. You have to double tap light punch first, and then you press heavy kick or heavy kick down forward or whatever the fuck the next button is. You know what I mean? I just feel like, and having and you could even like do different versions where some of the simpler versions or the weaker versions of the specials are done easier, maybe. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's so much variations you could do with that, but they just limit it to like, basically now you're just pressing a button. You know what I mean? You're just standing still. You can almost take your hand off the movement sometimes with some of these characters and just fucking spam a button over and over and see if the person runs into it. You know what I mean? All because some of the best options aren't extremely hard to input. You know what I mean? In my book. For sure. And like, not even a little bit. Like, imagine you have to do all that crazy movement with some of these combos, but you also have to input a harder command. You know what I mean, for the finisher or something. I just feel like that's more satisfying, more skill depth. There's no games that implement it that are good, so we don't even have like a good example. You know what I mean? Some of the best games that have harder inputs are like really old games, like Capcom versus SNK has some hard inputs. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike has some hard inputs. You know what I mean? Like Blanca and Street Fighter Alpha has some hard inputs. You know what I mean? Mortal Kombat. I don't know how good those old games are, but that's just for like fatalities. I don't know how technical you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just how I feel. I don't know, maybe all these people fucking suck. All the developers fucking suck, and they're like, we can't even do those supers, so we don't put them in the game. I don't know what the fuck their decision. They didn't even add it as an option. You know what I mean? And I bet it wouldn't be hard to make it completely customizable in that way, and still make a good game. Especially for some of these like well experienced developers who have made like dozens of fighting games. Even, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And just like the lack of old style fighting games is crazy, you know what I mean? Like Blazing Strike is like the only one. The only old style fighting game in like the last 10 years. Besides maybe Melty Blood, but that game even has like some of the new age garbage in it where it's got like, doesn't that game have auto combos and shit? That shit's just whack. That's going in the wrong direction, you know what I mean? Like, way in the wrong direction. The inputs aren't just simpler. Now you just press a button and win. Cringe, bro. Like, I don't want to lose the people just pressing a button who are used to pressing a button. I want to lose the people who are fucking better than me on the controller, you know what I mean? Like, come the fuck on. Better than me on the controller, and they're better at pressing those buttons at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Then it's actually something I can bow down to, something I can praise, something I could say, hey, that person is putting some serious effort with their fingies, you know? That's how I feel about it. But either way, just wanted to update on some of the games and talk about some gaming shit, I guess. Gonna play some Guilty Gear Strive, maybe try a couple combos, and You know, I like figuring the game out myself, so that's part of the reason I don't. That's the only reason I don't do combos. I actually enjoy learning them. It's really fun for me to just play the game and try to figure out what works myself. I don't know. That's just a lot of the fun I have playing these games. I actually, like, never look up combos pretty much. But I don't know, maybe it would be fun. Can't hurt too much to try a little bit, right? And like even like Soul Bad Guy's fucking super, his crazy like command grab super that I can't believe they added to him, coming from a kid who didn't know about it and just and played all the other Guilty Gears before. Uh I played these games in order or whatever for the most part. I just feel like his command grab super would feel like fucking sick if it was like really hard to do. You know what I mean? I'm just playing the game and I do his super and I grab and I win the match and then it's like feels like that was too easy. You know what I mean? Free. Like way too free. Like day one beginner can already do the hardest move in the game in the first 2 minute in the first minute of ever touching the controller in his life. You know what I mean? Like don't need to be that easy. That's like level one out of level nine up to level 999, and you could put it at like level 100 and it would be fucking awesome. But you're at level one. You know what I mean? Or you could put it at level 50 and you could be sort of awesome. Difficulty skill gap meter is at level 50. Thanks for at least making it not one. You know what I mean? I don't know. You get it or you get it. Or you don't. Sorry, you get it or you don't get it. You get it or you're a fucking idiot. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. But yeah, I'm gonna try some Lost Wish later. Probably play for 30 minutes or an hour. Get some Momodora vibes for a little bit. I'm hoping. We'll see. It looks so much like Momodora that I don't know how it wouldn't give me some Momodora vibes. But thanks for tuning in. Probably, I don't know when I'll do my next commentary. Next time something pisses me off, probably. Uh, Catch you guys down the road. Much love. And I'm going to catch my strive here. See you guys in a couple days or something.
How step count works. Um,
versus who dares to enter the mayhem. Kai Geese. Soul Backcry. Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock. Bandit.
スタンディッパータン聖域ダウン
ボルカニックバイパー。バンビット。バンビット。
ここだせいこここれを使うぞ
大乱闘。
本気を見せましょう見逃しませんここだ先行の抱擁ライドだライトニング
スラッ
次は分からないな
Kai wins. Duel 2. Let's rock. Volcanic Viper. Vortex.
スタンディッパー
Gunplay.
やだペーパーブラスト
Volcanic Viper. Bandit
聖域
Wing.
ダウンオービーせいここだ脅かせてみせるライドだライトニング
めんどくせえ。オタクアク。
これを使うぞこれを使うぞ
スラッ
次は分からないな
Kai with Duel 3. Let's rock.
下でこれを使うぞ見切った
Volcanic Viper. First match. バンビット。First match. バンビット。
これならここだ聖域ダウンオービーここだ先行の抱擁ライドだライトニング
Slap.
真剣勝負じゃなかったのか
Mankind knew that they can. Duel 1. Let's rock. Bandit.
まだ
Gunplay.
ペーパーブラスト本気を見せましょうスタンエッジ
Bandit Wing. 調子に乗りやがって邪魔だ。なんてな。
見切った本気を見せましょうせいやだ
Bandit. これならその光。Slap.
雑な戦い方をする
Duel 2. Let's rock.
聖域ダウンオービー本気を見せましょうせい
Counter.
タイヤレスラー
Bandit Wing.
そこ
Gunplay.
スタンディッパータイヤレスラー
Bandit.
そこここだペーパーブラストこれならここだ脅かせてみせるライドだライトニングどうだこれならここだこれを使うぞスタンエッジこれならタイヤエッジだ今だこれなら
Slap.
その気にならねば私も本気は出せない。
Duel 3. Let's rock. どうだ。ボルカニックワイパー。スタンディ。ガンパシッパー。
ペーパースラット。ペーパースラット。これを使う。
バンディットウィンナー。ガンパイ。
これならどうだ。
シャワー。コンテンツ。バンディットウィンナー。ガンパインシャワー。シャワー。どうかな。
そこ。これなら届かせてみせる。カイドバライトイン。
めんどくせえ。オタクはいらねえ。スラップ。Let's rock. バンディットウィンナ
真剣勝負じゃなかったのか。
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
フードラルスタンドパッどうだ。これを使えてどうだ。
バンディットウィン
そこイタリアエクラス本気を見せましょう。聖騎士団奥義本気を見せましょう。ここだ。センターフラット。ここだ。次は分からないな。
Duel 2. Let's rock. Context.
センターフラッ油断しましたね。どうだ。本気を見せましょう。ペーパースラット。これならペーパースラット。見逃しません。
めんどくせえ。オタクはいらね
聖騎士団奥義様子見はこんなところか。下でスタンディックバー聖騎士団奥義ペーパーブラスト聖騎士団奥義届かせてみせる。ライトダウンライトインまたいつでもお相手します。
Who dares to enter the mayhem? Soul Bad Guy. Chip Zano. Mankind New. Duel 1. Let's rock. Alpha Brain. Gamma Red. Come free. Come free. 2. Let's rock. Slap. Cut the Saw wins. Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. 退屈させる。Who dares to enter Soul Backline? Melia Rage. Man. Duel 1. Let's rock. Counter. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. やれやれだぜ。Duel 3. Let's rock. Bandit Bringer. Bandit Bringer. Bandit Revolver. Bandit Revolver. 叩き。おらい。エンテロ。ほら。バンディットブリンガー。ほら。だったり。捕まれ。叩き。やる。平らん。スラッ。手はかけさせやがって。Who dares to enter the mayhem? Soul Bad Guy. Nagori Yuki. Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead, Duel 1. Let's rock. Bandit Revolver. Counter. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap.
逃げじじいほどじゃねえな。
Who dares to enter the mayhem? Chip Zana. Giovanni. Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Oh no, Tyson. Chip wins. Duel 2. Let's rock.
飛びます。通りませんね。行きます。重いですよ。ちょっといいですか。飛びます。
Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. Ninja. Who dares to enter the mayhem? Ramlethal Valentine. Leo Whitefang. Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, Duel 1. Let's rock! Duel 2. Let's rock! Duel 3. Let's rock! Slap! Who dares to enter the mayhem? Ramlethal Valentine. Kai Kisu. Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock!
Stop it!
Slap! Duel 2. Let's rock!
Stop it! そこ！聖地だろ！ルブラル！打ち出ますか？聖地だろ！ペーパーブラスト！ここがスターティッパー！お願いします。
Slap!
様子見はこんなとき。
Duel 3. Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock. Bumper knee. Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
本気を見せたスタンエッジいけたペーパーカット本気を見せましょうそこどこを見ている正解そこさあやむを得ない正規だよ抜けたリハは終わりセキュリティセキュリティ
Slap.
際どい勝負でした
Duel 2. Let's rock.
正規だよレバーカット祈りなさいどこを見ているここだスタンエッジペーパースラッシュ逃げんだ
Slap.
様子見はこんなところか
Duel 3. Let's rock.
スタンエッジどうだいけたそこスタンエッジいけたこれを使うぞどうだこれを使うぞ聖地だ
Slap.
またいつでもお相手します
He dares to enter the mayhem. Chip Zano. Kai Kiss. Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
セイバーブラスト本気を見せましょう今だスタンエッジ下で本気を見せましょう今だここだそこ
Danger.
いけた
Danger.
レベルアーチそこそこどうかねどうかねスタンエッジ負けたわけじゃねえぞ
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
させません本気を見せましょうそこ
Perfect.
お気の毒
Duel 3. Let's rock.
そこそここれを使うぞここだ
Slap. Show Muji. Duel 4. Let's rock. Gamma Blade. ここだ。カップメイド。スタンディッパー。スタンエッジ。タップ。タップ。本気を見せましょう。スタンディッパー。スイーツベータプレイ。プチヤマレイここまでです。ついてこれるか。スラッ斬星ローガ忍者Mankind Duel 1 Let's rock 本気を見せましょうスタンディッパーアウトプレイアウトプレイアウトプレイライトダウンライトタイムDuel 2 Let's rock Slap お気の毒 Duel 3 Let's rock スタンディッパーそこスタンディッパーそこまだ本気ではありません。Duel 4 Let's rock ここださよならSlap People Breakfast Duel 5 Let's rock スタンディッパーここだ本気を見せましょうアウトプレイ本気を見せましょうスタンエッジスタンディッパーアウトプレイ まない残声
暇つぶしにもなんない。
Man Duel 1 Let's rock
Alpha Flame
そこSlap
Oh no Tyson
wins Duel 2 Let's rock
これを使いそこ
スタンディッパーどうだSlap
People
Duel 3 Let's rock Slap
これで
Duel 4 Let's rock Slap
暇つぶしにもなんない。
Duel 1 Let's rock
Alpha Flame
Slap two. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 4. Let's rock. Slap.
暇つぶしにもなんだ。
Duel 1. Let's rock. Counter.
これを使うと
Slap. Oh no. Duel 2. Let's rock.
油断しましたね
ついてこれる。
Slap.
People breakfast.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
ね
Slap.
忍者